welcome to our second week of the Little Gym at Home, our parent-child classes. So if you're watching this video, that's probably because your child is 3 and under, and this is a class that you guys are going to get to take together. This is our second class that we've done virtually. I'm so excited to get to do this from the comfort of our own homes. Of course, I miss you all so much, so give me a wave. Hi. I miss you all so much. I can't wait until we're all back together at the Little Gym of Sugar Land, but for right now, I'm so happy we get to take these classes together. So before we get started, parents, I wanted to tell you some of the tools you guys may need for today's class. So it's pretty simple, just a few household items you can go and grab before we get started. We are going to need a scarf today. So I'm using a pretty large scarf that I would normally wear. You can also use a towel, a dish towel, a hand towel, just something small that you guys may have lying around. Again, a scarf is a great choice. You're going to need balls and bubbles. If you don't have them, don't worry. I don't have any bouncy balls here at my house, but if you guys have those or small equipment or toy that you may want to play with at the end of class, you can go ahead and grab that as well. And then we're going to have bubbles. And again, if you don't have your own bubbles, that's okay. I have some right here that I'm going to share with you guys. You're also going to need a book about animals that you guys are going to use at the very end of class as well. And then you might see I have my little bear right here. I'm just going to use this bear to help show you guys how to spot for some of our skills today. So you don't need that because you have your child or your children. So I'm going to move these aside and we're going to get started. All right, everybody, let's get started with our hello song. If you're ready, we're going to get our hands out and clap our hands, okay? Let's clap together. Everyone, please clap your hands and sing along with me. How do you do, everybody? How do you do? How do you do, everybody? How do you do? Oh, you come to gym for fun, and we'll get you on the run. How do you do, everybody? How do you do? Yay! Great job singing and clapping with me, everyone. My name is Miss Delaney, and I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. Our theme for our class is called Animal Time. We are going to be talking about animals, everybody. Do you guys have pets at home? I do. I have 1 cat and 1 dog. You might have seen my cat if you watched our last video, our last parent-child class. I don't know if they'll make an appearance today. So if you guys have a cat or a dog or any other pet at home, I would love to hear about that too. So can you tell me? That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that with me. So I would love to know your names as well. Like I said, my name is Miss Delaney. And can you tell me your name? Or can your parent tell me your name and then also their name too? Hi, nice to see you today. Can I have a high five? Whoa, that was a good one. Thank you guys. So nice to see you all today. Like I said, our theme is animal time. Today we are going to be doing some animal impersonations and noises. And this is going to be a great exercise for their imagination and a great way for them to do some creative movement at home today. They may look at us like we're crazy, and that's okay. At this age, they still may not be able to articulate these animal sounds, but with us helping them and teaching them and showing them, promise you they're going to be running around, quacking like a duck or meowing like a cat in no time. So if you guys are ready, we are going to get started with our warm-up. Make sure you have enough space around you, even if it's a small space. You may notice I don't have much room around me, but I'm going to try to use this space as best as I can. So go ahead and map out a little bit of space if you haven't already, and make sure you set boundaries of where it's going to be safe to walk and run and jump and climb today for our class. We want to make sure everybody stays safe, of course, and has lots of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and play the music. You guys can stand up if you're ready to get moving.
Say the name of this animal.
Do you hear that? Do you know what kind of animal it is?
Can you make the dog sound?
It's a
Let's
dog.
all do it together.
Can you try it? Bark, bark.
Let's all be a pack of running, barking dogs.
We're going to run and bark.
MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a dog, E-I-E-I-O.
Can you bark too?
With a here and a there, here a there a everywhere a old
What is that?
Can you make
You're
the
right,
sound
it's
of
a
a
cat. Good job.
Let's do
Can
it
you make the
together.
sound of a cat? Meow. Meow. Let me hear you.
Can you crawl and
Awesome
meow
job.
like
We're
a
going to
kitty cat?
crawl on our
Let's show them how to
hands and
do it,
knees
parents.
like a kitty cat, like this.
McDonald's
Hands and
had
knees.
a
And
farm,
crawl.
E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm we had a cat, E-I-E-I-O.
Good job, you guys.
With a here and a there, here a, there a, everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Freeze.
Freeze!
Good job, you
Stand
guys.
in a straddle.
We're going to stand in a straddle. That looks like this with our feet
Now
apart.
say the name of this animal.
Awesome. What is that? Do you know?
Let's all make
You're
the
right.
sound
It's
of
a
a
cow. Good job, everybody. Can you go moo?
Can you gallop and moo like a cow?
We are going to
child
gallop. When
might
we
walk
gallop, we're going to
sideways or
step and slide. We're going to
which
go
is all
step
part of learning
and
how to gallop.
slide.
Let's
Step
go.
and slide. If they just want to walk sideways, that is awesome as well. Like this. That's the beginning of a gallop.
Farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O.
Yes. Good job.
Here and a there, here a, there a, everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Freeze.
And stand with your feet together.
We're
if
going to
you
put
can.
our feet together this time.
Now
Put them
let's see
together
if
and
you
make
can
them
remember.
touch.
Say the name
We're
of
going
each
to say the
animal
name
when
of
you
each
hear
animal
it.
again. Ready? What is that? A dog. Cat. Cow.
Now say the name of
job.
this animal.
Ready for a new one? Do you know what that is? You're right.
Everyone,
It's a
please
duck.
make the sound of a duck.
Can you quack like a duck too? Quack, quack, quack.
It's time to quack and fly,
We're
my
going to
duck
go
friends.
fly. You guys
Let's
ready?
Go.
You can flap your wings like this, or maybe fly like this, whatever you like. I'm gonna quack like this.
And on that farm we had a duck, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here a, there a, everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Freeze! And
Great
stand
job,
with
everybody.
one foot in front
We're
of
gonna
the
put
other
one
if you
foot
can.
in front of the other, like this. There
Can
you go.
say
Good
the name
job.
of this animal?
What is it? Do you know?
Now it's your turn
It's
to sound
a
like a
sheep.
sheep.
Good job. Can you baa like a sheep? Baa.
Can you be a jumping sheep?
We're going to jump this
and
time,
baa
okay?
at the same time.
Parents, you can help your child jump by spotting them right here, helping them go jump, or if you want to show them how to make it really dramatic, bend your knees and jump way high. Whoa! They learn best by watching.
With a here and a there, here a, there a, everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Freeze!
Let's make all of the animal
You ready to
sounds
make
together
all the
one more
noises
time.
again? One more
Can you
time.
make the sound
Let's
of a
listen.
dog,
Bark, bark. Good
a
job.
cat,
Meow. Meow.
a cow,
A cow. Moo.
a duck,
A duck. Quack, quack, quack.
a sheep?
A sheep. Ba, ba.
Articulating animal
Good job,
sounds with
everybody.
your mouth is a great way for kids to develop language skills. Please.
Awesome job, everyone. Can you clap for your little one? Okay, great job with the warm-up. It's time to move on to our group activity. So if you would grab your scarf or your towel or whatever you guys are going to use, it's time to get that out and go ahead and sit back down and do our next activity where we are going to work on identifying some body parts.
Moms, dads, and
sure you have it
grandmas
out,
and
okay?
grandpas, please come
You
to
can
your
go ahead and
bundles
sit
of
down.
clothes with a scarf and then pull it off at the appropriate
Can you
time.
cover their toes with
Where
the
are
scarf?
my toes?
Their toes.
Where are my toes?
Toes.
Mom, can you tell me? Where are my toes?
All the way under.
Yes, dear. I can tell you.
And be
These
very
are
playful
toes.
with this exercise too.
These
It's just
are
for
your
fun.
toes where the scarf is
Our
dancing.
toes.
These are your toes. Toes. I'm going to get those toes.
Now go get their toes, maybe tickle them.
Moms, dad, nannies, and grandmas,
Great job.
please cover your child's knees
Your
with a scarf.
knees.
And
Let's
pull it
find
off
our
with the
knees
appropriate
now. Let's find our.
Where are my knees?
Where are your
Where
knees?
are my knees?
Where are they?
Dad, can you
They're
help
right
me?
there.
Please find my knees.
Cover them
These
up.
are your knees. These are your knees. Where the scarf is dancing. These
A
are your
dancing scarf on your knees. Oh,
knees. I'm gonna get them. I'm
now go
gonna
get their
those
knees.
I got them.
You got them.
Moms, dads, nannies, and grandmas.
Ready
and
for the
grandpas,
next one?
Please cover your child's head with a
Can you
scarf.
put the scarf over their head? You guys can be as playful and silly with this one as you want, okay?
Where is my head? Where is my head? Nanny, can you help me?
Maybe play peekaboo with them too.
Here is your head. Here is your head. Where the scarf is dancing, dear. Here is your
On my
head. I'm
head.
gonna get it. I'm
Now
gonna
can
kiss
you
it.
go get their heads and give them a big kiss on those heads?
I got it.
Good job, everyone.
Mommies, daddies, nannies, grandmas, and grandpas, everybody stand up.
Ready?
Throw your
Going to
scarf
stand
at
up.
your child and see if they can catch it.
Can you try to throw and catch the scarf with your child? You can give it a little throw and see if they'll catch it. I'm gonna throw mine up in the air and catch it. This is a great hand-eye coordination exercise for them and really great tactile learning too. Catch. Catch. Good job.
I know where my toes are. I know
You found your
where my
toes
knees are.
and your
I
knees
know where
and
my
your head
is.
and you
I
practiced
am
throwing
so
and catching. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our warm-up and our group activity. Now we're going to move on into our skills portion of class. So I know normally at the gym we would get to go do some exploration and explore, and then we come together and learn a few skills. So right now at home, we are just going to practice some skills that you and your child can do together. So our very first skill today is going to be called a wheelbarrow. So if you aren't familiar with a wheelbarrow, or you just want a little refresher, it's going to look like this. You are going to help your child put their hands on the ground. So they want their hands on the ground right here, okay? You want to make sure they've got straight arms. We want to have strong arms so that we can develop those muscles all throughout the arm and work on these joints, okay? We don't want to have bent arms. We don't want our head to touch the ground. We want strong arms first. So then once you make sure you've got some strong and straight arms, your child's hands are going to be on the ground. You're going to spot them in their hips and thighs, okay? So not their feet. It's not super safe if we spot them in their feet because then their back is going to arch like this and that's not going to be good for them. So we're going to have their hands here on the floor. You're going to spot in their hips and thighs. Of course, my bear can't keep his hands on the floor, and it's possible your child might not want to keep their hands on the floor too, but that's why we're going to keep practicing. So you're going to spot them right here. It's going to be a slight inversion for them, and they're going to have all their weight in those arms and those hands. If you want, they can try and walk a little bit too. See if they'll walk their hands while you're spotting their hips still. So their bottom half is still off the ground and their hands are just walking like that. That's a wheelbarrow. Maybe you can finish it in a forward roll. If your child is fond of those, you can help lift those legs all the way up to vertical and help them do a forward roll. Just like that. Great job, you guys. So you can feel free to pause the video if you want to practice that skill a couple times, but I'm just going to keep going and show you guys how to spot all of the skills. And of course you can just pause, come back to this, try it however many times you want. But whatever you want to do, just keep it at your pace. I'm going to keep going. So our second skill today is going to be a supported back bridge, okay? So for this one, you guys are going to lay your legs out in front of you in a pike position, okay? Your little one is going to lay across your thighs right here. This is going to have a slight arch in their back to eventually, once they're older, they're going to be able to do bridges by themselves. So this is going to develop our muscles and our bones back here, make sure we're super duper strong and we're becoming flexible too. So my bear doesn't really arch much. But their feet are going to try to go towards the ground as their heads and their hands are going to go towards the ground on the other side. So just like this, a little back bridge. They're just gonna have a slight bend in their back. And again, eventually, the more we practice this, when they're older, it's something they'll be able to do on their own without your legs or a spot there. We're going to build these muscles up so that they can do that one day and they can be flexible. Just like this, a little supported back bridge on your thighs. Great job, you guys. That looks awesome. Okay, moving on to our third skill today. We are going to do a back whoop-de-doo, okay? So this one is going to be a rotation. This helps them learn some spatial awareness and, of course, develop our vestibular system, as all of our rotations do. So for this one, you might want some help. If there's more than one person you guys that can help you with this if you haven't done it before, it may be good to ask for a little extra assistance with your back whoop-de-doo if you haven't tried it before. So you're going to pick up your little one. Their backs are going to go onto your shins. So they're going to lay right here, okay? Then you are going to spot them right below their arms in the chest and rib area. So you're going to hold them right here. They're going to try to lean on your legs. Then you are going to slowly go back onto your back while you lift your legs up and your child goes up in the air, okay? So that's the first step, is just getting them up in the air like this. So once you and your child are comfortable with that, you're going to go all the way over. So that's going to look like this. You're going to lean all the way back, then flip them over. So grab onto their torso again, flip them down onto their bottoms or their back, or sitting up or standing if they can do that. So that's a back whoop-de-doo. I'll do it one more time so that you guys can see, okay? A little faster, it looks like this. And if you want to go back, you can do a front whoop-de-doo. So then you're going to spot them again in the torso, bring their heads towards you, back to your shins again, and all the way up. You can do those front to back. Great job with those 3 skills, everyone. Feel free to pause this video, like I said, and continue practicing those as many times as you like before we move on to our next segment. Guess what, everybody? It's time to get out the balls and the bubbles. So if you guys have balls or small equipment that you would like to play with for a few minutes, go ahead and take those out. Feel free to pause this video, put on a song or two, and play with the bouncy balls. Practice some throwing and catching or rolling, or whatever small equipment you guys choose to use. Go ahead and take about 5 minutes to play with those. I'll be right here whenever you're ready. So if you guys are done with your small equipment and you are ready to move on to bubbles, you can go ahead and get out your bubbles, or you can play with mine that I have right here virtually for you guys. Like I said, I didn't have my balls out today, so I'm going to share my bubbles with you. You can go ahead and put on some music for this if you like as well, and play with bubbles for however long you like, okay? I'm going to share some of mine with you too. There they go. Whoa! There's some bubbles for you guys. See, I'm going to fill up my whole room with my bubbles. You guys can take however long you want with the bubbles. If you want just 5 minutes, go for it. If your child wants to play with the bubbles for much longer than that, go for it too. The bubbles are super fun. This is a great exercise for them. They can practice grasping them, popping them with their fingers, or try using different body parts for them and help them identify those. Fingers, hands, feet, nose, head, tummy, those are all really great options if you want them to try to pop the bubbles. You can try to stomp on them, or maybe they can even practice jumping on a bubble. Here's some of my bubbles for you. Can you reach through and grab my bubbles? Try to reach. Here, can you grab one? You got it! I saw you pop that one. Good job. All right, there's a little bit more bubbles for you guys. Now I'm going to turn mine off, okay? You can play with yours for however long you like. So feel free to finish up playing with your balls, your small equipment, and your bubbles. And once you're ready, we're going to go ahead and sit back down and finish out with our closing circle today. You guys did awesome in class today. You were all so amazing at those skills, and you were great listeners and participators. So good job, everybody. Go ahead and give you and your little ones a round of applause. That was wonderful work, okay? And I can't wait until you guys bring that work back into the gym very, very soon. But for now, the things that you guys can work on at home, you can go ahead and practice those skills that we did today. Make sure you try to do them once a day, okay? Whichever one your child likes or however many you want to practice, go ahead and practice those skills. So your wheelbarrows, your supported back bridge, and your back whoop-de-doos or your front whoop-de-doos, or both. If you guys want to challenge you and your little ones, you can do all 3 of those skills. One of the other things I would like you guys to work on for your pops or your personal outside practice is to go ahead and read your child's favorite animal book to them tonight. Maybe read this a few days in a row. See which animals they really click with. Which ones do they like looking at? Which animal sounds do they like the most? Are they trying to make some animal sounds now? I bet they are after today's class. So go ahead and do those few things tonight and every day while you guys are at home with your little ones, okay? Those will be great practice while you're at home and not in the gym. So continue working hard, and I'll see you guys next time, okay? You ready to play our drums? We're gonna get out our drums. Ready? Oh, every